In Luke 5, Simon is washing his nets after having fished all night. And what happens next in the story is pretty ironic. So Jesus says to them, "Launch out into the deep and let your nets down for a catch." So Simon responded and he goes, "Master, we have toiled all night and have caught nothing. Nevertheless, at your word, I will let down the net." And when they had done this, there was a great number of fish and their net was breaking. I think that right there just represents how by ourselves, it's like all night, all day, all year, we've been trying to do it ourselves. I'm using the same materials as Jesus did. At the end of the day, it has to do with what he chooses. That's why Simon says, "At your word, I will let down the net." And it's like in the middle of them calling it quits and washing the net, they don't realize that they're actually preparing the net for something else that Jesus has in store for them. The things that we're doing right now, even if it seems like it's a failure, is preparing you for something that Jesus has for you. It even says after that both boats sank because of all the fish that was in it. In the middle of like calling it quits and just saying, "I'm done, let's bring in the supplies, let's clean the nets, we'll get in next time," that is where Jesus steps in. And he's just like the random dude, that random voice saying, "Just give it one more shot." But it's only if we're obedient to that it will happen. And the next story here is when Jesus cleanses a man with leprosy. This is like one of my favorite verses because it's Luke 5:13. My name's Lucas. My birthday is May 13th, 5:13. So the guy with leprosy says, "He fell on his face and implored him, saying, 'Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean.' Then he put out his hand and touched him, saying, 'I am willing, be cleansed.' And immediately the leprosy left him." And this ties into the last story because it's like, I call it quits. The only person I can call on is, "Lord, if you're willing, you can make this work." And I think a lot of the time we don't think he's willing. Funny enough, the same page, Jesus introduces himself to Matthew, the tax collector, in his booth, where the Jewish people are probably lined up paying taxes to Matthew, which is just like this abomination to those people. And it should be to Jesus, but that's where he calls him out of. That's where he says, "Follow me," to Matthew. So if you feel like you're just in the middle of calling it quits and you think he's not willing to call you where you're at, you're wrong. I'm wrong. I think that a lot. It's okay. Jesus loves you. God bless you.